Monday morning.
It's so Monday morning. Oh my God. This is a Monday morning.
Yeah.
Yes. Feeling our way in, and we're big believers in not doing things perfect, but like done is better than perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we looked at each other this morning and said, are we doing this or are we not?
And I think it's good for us to just jump in, like get our toes wet, see what we're dealing with.
Even if the setup isn't perfect.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know. I don't have on any lipstick today.
It's okay. I don't have my lashes on today. I don't have my brows or my lashes on. I don't know who I am.
Beautiful.
I know I do.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. You look beautiful with that lipstick. You don't need lipstick to look beautiful.
No, and our setup doesn't have to be perfect.
Because we're not perfect.
No. Newsflash.
And you aren't either.
So there.
So, happy Monday.
But we can still love each other.
Yeah,
and our weird setup.
Yeah.
Because we're going to work on it. And how will we know it's not working if we don't just jump in and start trying? Now we know that this seating doesn't really feel that great, and that the lighting is terrible, and the sound probably isn't great, right? So now we know those things and we can start to work on them. And you're going to watch us as we organically flow into better and better setup, better tech. Look at us loving ourselves where we are.
And a podcast, because then you'll just hear our voices and not see our lovely faces.
That's what we're moving toward.
That is the overall end goal.
Because my goal always is, can I be in pajamas and eating?
Yes, and you not know or see us doing that.
That's boundaries is what we've been talking about all morning.
Yes. Talking about setting good, healthy boundaries, not only with our clients, but our family.
Yes.
Because
boundaries.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing that I talk with my clients about a lot, is that they often think that boundaries means setting how much time you'll spend with someone.
Yeah.
Like, or cutting toxic people out of your life, like that kind of conversation.
Yeah.
That's not boundaries for me.
Well, it's very vague. It's very
or is it really concrete?
Generalized?
Yeah, that. It's very black and white.
Yeah.
It's very, well, and it limits your life, right?
Yeah.
You're just smalling your life more and more and more and more.
Because you're generalized boundaries that are so big that are keeping you within those. It's not like, hey, for this situation, these are the boundaries I'm going to set. And for this situation, these are the boundaries I'm going to set.
So flexible boundaries.
Yes. Well, yeah, because what's going on? What are you facing? I think boundaries are important in every aspect of our life. So what's going on that you feel in this moment that needs a boundary, and why? How is it going to benefit you? Not like, oh, this is what I do because I do this.
Yeah, I said I'm not ever seeing that person, so I can't ever see that person. Period.
Yeah. No.
Why do you think that we default to that?
Because it's easier.
I think that is true, and I think we're also really trained within this society to what I would call public health messaging.
Yeah.
Which is one phrase. Babies have to be on their backs alone in a crib. ABCs of sleep. If it's catchy, it's even better.
That's what they say.
Babies must sleep alone on their backs in a crib.
Why? What's the benefit of that? I mean, I can understand, eventually, throughout their life, you want them to, be able to sleep in their own, on their own, but...
This is the dirty little secret, is that babies... Okay, so my children are 17 and 21. Mm-hmm. They do not sleep in my bed.
I hope not. They're not going to be much room for anybody else.
They will. No, my 17-year-old takes up a whole king size by herself. But it's like obsession to teach our children to sleep. Right?
Like sleep training.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Is
people are desperate to get their babies to sleep because it's really a big indicator of whether you have a good baby or not. Good babies sleep. Right?
I feel like that's not true.
But do you see what I'm saying, is that kind of messaging because that's we could do
Yeah.
a 15-hour podcast on baby sleep, and we probably will. But the teaching of hardcore inappropriate boundaries starts when you're a newborn.
Okay.
Inflexible, lowest common denominator, got to catch everybody, and it's got to be cute so you can remember it. So you say, I am not going to see this person. They're toxic for me. It's very clean and simple and done. You don't have to think about it again.
Yep.
If this person comes back in and pings you with something, all you have to do is go, nope, not doing that.
Done. That's it.
Got a letter, throw it away.
Yeah.
Got a text message, block it. Easy.
Yes.
But you sidestep what you're describing, which is flexibility.
Yeah.
You're becoming stiffer and harder and more, not boundaried in my opinion, but armored.
So what would you suggest in that moment to do? Because like I think, like, do I truly not want to see this person? Are there parts of this person that I do want to, be a part of and hang out with?
I like that.
Or do I am what I'm doing okay? Like, is that okay to just be like, I'm done with you?
How does that feel?
Well, it depends on the person, right?
So what about that person? Because
it doesn't feel reasonable.
That person is your biggest teacher, right?
Clearly.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't feel reasonable to just sweep it under the rug and like go. So I guess, that's why the first thing I think of is like, is the whole person toxic? Are certain situations that we get in toxic? Is it just some things that they do toxic? Like, how can I set a boundary to set myself up?
Gotta have an overarching goal.
Okay.
And the overarching goal has to be 100% in your control.
Yes.
It can't be that I would like this person to show up.
Just choosing them or wanting them to change is not realistic.
It might happen, but it's not yours to decide.
Yeah.
You can't make somebody. You can't even make your dog.
No.
If you can't make your dog, how are you?
Just irks me to my core.
It does, doesn't it? Because we really know best. We really know how everybody should be.
Yes, you should be this way. Like, don't be a crappy human being or a crappy dog. I love my dog. I love my dog ardently. It hurts some days. Some days I just want to like punt.
Sounds like love.
Is that what that is? Sounds like we should trickle into our next one being about love.
This is the month of love, so.
It is. It is February.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know what day it is.
So the teaser for the next conversation then would be how love means your heart is open, and if your heart's open, you're not going to love all of the things that happen to you.
Yes. Not everything is rainbows and butterflies with love.
That's a hard one in February, especially, isn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like it's good.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be like hearts shooting out of unicorn butts and rainbows and sparkles?
Is that real love?
Some part of it, yeah, for sure. But part of it. It's your conversation about nuance and the gray rather than the black and the white.
Time. We should get a handshake.
What are we going to do? Let's see. Let's do heart. And then heart.
Oh, you want it? Heart.
It's so corny!
Well, I'm like...
Wait, so it'll be this.
Woo!
That's so corny!
This is the month of love.
Come in.
Please stay.